God. Okay, better have saved at least. Most of the game just had to randomly crash. Literally, I was running on 5 viewers, like, everything was just great.
Dogs are awesome.
Okay, everything went quiet, so I thought the game crashed. It better not crash again.
And I thought last summer's epidemic was difficult.
Okay, at least I didn't. It looks like I didn't miss much. Oh, wow, this is this is a nice map. Okay, how the heck do I get over there? I'm so confused. Ooh, nice. Alright.
Back in the grind.
Oh. I thought he wouldn't shoot me, except that I looked like a normal person. Nope. This man's just attacked me. Ooh, hideout. Yes. I'll take the new hideout. Cause I gotta upgrade my skills. The Vampire Club. Yes, I will take Moolah. Does this hideout not have a oh no it does. I think. Yeah it does. Okay. Let's upgrade my skills. Okay, let's see.
This game looks fun.
It is
Might
fun.
check it out.
It's free on, it should be free on PlayStation Plus for like this month, which is why I'm playing it. You'll block your target's forward in the range, making them defenseless. Huh. Increase your life generation when using fight in combat. Ooh. This could be useful. Oh, my stamina can use an upgrade. Alright, there we go. Confirm. Okay, I really gotta pee. I'll be right back. Controller goes spin. That's funny. Okay. I just left to go to the bathroom. My controller. I came back to the spinning.
It's locked, all right.
Let's see if I can do anything. Oh yeah, I'll probably recycle some of this. Aluminum shard. Oh yes, I need aluminum shards. Sure, I'll take all this. Oh, springs, I need that for sure. To upgrade my weapons. Can I upgrade it? I still need common trigger parts. Well, they're clearly not common enough for me. Alright. Let's go back out into the world.
You're mine!
Ha. Come on. Dang it. This is what I love to do in a game. Is just scavenge. Just, I love that.
I cannot enter.
I love it. Just love that mechanic of a game. Can I go this way? Is this the only way? Maybe missing something specific here. Or am I just not in the right place? Sorry,
I
gotta
can't
feed the hunger.
believe I'm doing this.
Oh, that's another way.
See them fancy clothes? This one's a top! No!
There we go, got my handgun reloaded. Munch.
We have to stop it!
Oh yes, so many bullets. really confuses me.
It's locked.
Alright, gotta search Nolan real quick. I feel like I'm missing something here.
Got to go, I'll catch your streams later.
Okay. Where do I go?
It's locked, all right.
Surely this is the right way.
It's locked.
Look out! Die, vermin!
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
So confused.
Cross the leech, boys! There's one of them vermin! What's all this?
Why does it keep doing this?
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
I have made inquiries about the men who were tracking you, Miss Howcroft.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage. Speak, Doctor. Why are they hunting me down?
It was a misunderstanding. These hunters were in fact looking for a very different creature, but they mistakenly put their sights on you.
I knew it. I have become undone. Those hunters have discovered me, but they don't know what I'm capable of.
If you'll accept some advice from a petty mortal, I think you should assume a low profile and just quietly disappear into the shadows.
You are right. And you have served me well, mortal. Take this as a reward for your time. Perhaps I will allow you to drink deep of my blood. One day.
Thank you. I'll keep that proposition in mind. I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I wish I could be sick again. Feel my blood boil with fever.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a vamp... The lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Have you heard of any blackmailing going on within these walls?
I have no time for mortal games. My secrets are beyond their comprehension, Dr. Reed.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I think I took a wrong turn.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Have you heard of someone blackmailing people in the hospital?
Pardon me, sir, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
Since you're not a friend, do you think you would...
I don't think so.
Tell me the truth about your appointment as a medic during the war, Rakesh.
The regiment administration appointed me by mistake. I had to learn the job on the spot, sir. Very hard, sir, but I rose to the challenge.
Do you realize how many soldiers died because of that decision? You should have refused.
Yes, sir. I swear I did, sir. But no one listened. When the first wounded arrived, I had to do what I could.
It is an unbelievable story, Mr. Chidana.
It was a time beyond belief, Dr. Reed. But I'm happy not to deal with the wounded. I prefer caring for the dead now.
You can't impersonate a doctor. You can't improvise a medical education. People could die at your hands.
You're absolutely right, sir. But as a field surgeon, it was more like being a butcher.
Do you believe you have really helped these people?
My ratings were within the averages of the regiment. I saved lives, Dr. Reed. Does that not say enough about triage and war surgery?
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
Again. These nurses, bred with no respect. What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts lit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
The pain. It's here again.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansey's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Have you heard about any blackmail going on in this hospital?
Blackmail? Nonsense.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansey has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press. Be ridiculous, Dr. Reed. A simple glance is enough for me to know you have nothing for me to envy.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
And are you not afraid that your
Rivalry?
Why do you?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered.
I really hope you're right about this, Dr. Ackroyd. I'm trusting your judgment on this.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reed. There is no need for you to be looking over my shoulder.
Since your tenure in...
Let's just say...
carelessness.
We're here...
I don't...
Modern...
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already...
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Knowledge has always been and will remain our main weapon. And it has always come at a price. And personal initiative.
It is not a question of initiative. It is a question of integrity.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later. It's locked, all right. Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance. Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. It still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favor.
Perhaps you're right. Maybe only the strongest will survive in these dark times.
If there must be only one, in the end, make no mistake, I'll be the winner.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. But as long as I'm treated all right, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, and all like that.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed.
But you're alive thanks to the F...
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought they're saving lives.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
We can't escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I could say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day, I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
Have you heard of any underhand...
Blackmail? That's not my style. Too risky. The black market, though. Now that's where the money is.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but... well, we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats...
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. What can you tell me about your...
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is... nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
What can you tell me about...
I'm Oswald's best friend.
This is a dangerous part of...
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital.
Where was your...
He went down by the canal.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals. Or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor. Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool water. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Не хочу. ultimate boss battle here, isn't there?
What creature is this? Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check. Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
The flower's dying. It needs water. Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me.
Pembroke Hospital...
It's not me you have to convince.
Is your mother Bob?
That's tempting, Doctor.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Hey, Doc.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay.
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox. Hello again, Mr. Thatcher.
Yes, this neighborhood may...
Do you need medical...
Don't get me wrong, sir.
I will see you later. Do you want to talk about...
No.
An irrational fear...
Will Doctor take again?
Perhaps you were trapped.
Are you joking? I grew up...
Why were you...
I went by the canal after an hour.
Tell me about it.
That's what the blood...
Why did you...
Newton wanted me to go...
Mr. Thatcher?
No.
I understand.
No.
Oswald, why did you not get medical help?
I don't trust doctors.
Way by itself. You need professional.
I've seen enough, but...
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher.
Get them weapons ready! Out of them!
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, Let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop it now, Albert, stop it!
The wet boots will be proud
What?
of me.
Shooting a boy in the middle of the street? Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed.
No. Look, I'm not...
I have found a very interesting letter.
Oh, I see. So the little bugger thought he could use his dad to build a reputation.
The gang's recruiter was dead.
I love my Albert, sir.
Perhaps...
I'm sick.
What can you...
Nothing to say.
You don't have any...
Not since the death...
You mean you...
Yeah, I don't...
Do you know Nurse...
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some...
Really?
Word is she ain't real. Just...
Whatever the...
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that... I'm sick in the head.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt,
Name's Albert.
What happened?
Hey, I didn't do...
All right.
Sod off, mister.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of
I said sod off.
Do you know...
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Goodbye, young...
Wet boots will be proud of me.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir.
Actually...
Then you have come to the right place.
Oh.
Ah, my brother has...
I'd like to see what kind...
Good.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane?
I don't like to talk about...
Competition, you say?
Yep.
Tell me, who
The
intrigued...
region itself is some...
What do you think...
Most of them are
Is there...
Cadogan baits with...
Goodbye, Miss...
Everything.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now, goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to. There's nobody here.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me, just downwind.
It's locked. I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Excuse me, sir. I have...
Another journalist?
I'm not a journalist, I'm
a doctor, you say?
Really?
I'm Joe Peterson, sir.
Have you heard of an...
Dorothy Crane.
Could you please...
She's a nice...
May I ask?
I'll do whatever I'll...
According to...
Not familiar...
This part of...
Totally.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
No, please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another.
Please, Joe. How long have we known each other? We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake.
I'd prefer not to give you another beating, Barrett.
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my web.
I am Doctor...
Doctor?
Have you heard of...
Nurse...
Yes.
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name.
That doesn't explain.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical...
As a murder...
What you mean,
Violent?
Yeah.
Where did this happen?
In the closed workshops nearby.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell.
How is business?
Business? I had no business.
I see.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis. Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son.
I am Dr. Jonathan...
A scientist? You are...
Do you know nurse...
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
So, you're not exactly...
Nuns should...
Why do you hate...
Before coming to London.
Have you any friends? Any family?
No.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the stone...
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a
What do you mean?
Also...
Quite a job.
Well, you are...
Well, I suppose...
As a doctor...
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself.
Really? And what would be...
We must fight the disease.
What is left, then?
Cleansing fire.
Tell me, Tobias. What exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own.
Science and...
See, Doctor? Now...
What do you mean?
All's quite... You?
I am. I have heard enough for tonight.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Dart.
Sorry, I'm new.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon.
I heard you were investigating.
Not much, I'm afraid.
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory activities.
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He never...
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
He has no relative?
No. Except for that strange man.
Where can I find?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza?
There's a war going on.
I served in France. Our top priority must be to put an end to this butchery. This war must stop now.
Sir, streets are a battlefield too. And
have you any idea?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed.
I must confess, some of my rational views have been shaken by recent events.
I'll remember to stay away from the district's roughest street.
What is a
He goes where none of his...
That's quite...
Not at all, sir.
So you...
Whitechapel...
Goodbye, Mr. Duff.
You again?
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys again.
You survive at any...
I don't care what you think.
I'm not sure, Mr...
Oh, do you really think...
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
You never...
Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I've known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
What can you tell me?
Colossus Joe was a...
It's never easy to find a new path.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one has ever...
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot boy.
Goodbye for now.
Cheap price. Quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
walls of your home will not protect you.
Don't be shy, handsome.
I'm not looking for what you're selling.
All right then, but be quick, though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Do you know Nurse?
I don't know her.
You seem to...
Dorothea help?
Tell me about it.
Are you joking with me?
I have no interest in your work.
Short story. The war.
I always thought...
You know, this money is not only for me.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in...
I believe Clayton's courage.
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Why this
How can you speak about stuff?
Christina...
I don't like it.
Christina, have you been...
I don't like it.
You can put your own life in danger. That's your decision.
And you think that would worry me?
Considering...
If it is going...
Goodbye, miss. Good evening, miss. I know what you're thinking. I know you understand what I'm saying. Very well. Hello again, miss. Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Very well. The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. I cannot enter.
I'm cheap and I'm clean.
Whitechapel is not just...
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few...
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant.
Really? Are you
I'm a poet, sir.
May I ask...
Extraordinary part of town.
What can you tell me about...
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I'm
not interested in...
Darius is an old...
I'm looking for...
Dorothy Crane. Oh,
May I ask...
Not at...
But are you not a...
Oh, why should I?
If you say...
Thank you, Doc.
Are you aware...
But this is...
If some...
Well, you...
I
don't care.
What are you...
Terrible, you said?
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu?
Yes.
Most people...
Tell me, Mr. Nivik.
The place is not beautiful
Do you not...
On the...
What can you...
Not much.
And have you ever tried to learn more about...
Maybe I...
Perhaps
one day...
In what way?
The struggle...
If you say so.
Such vibrant...
Vivid.
Oh, yes?
Did you know the mute florist?
No, I didn't.
I fear...
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reed.
Are you not...
That girl.
I'll leave you alone. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in. Hello again, miss. Tell me about Richard Nivicott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia. Very well. Hello again. Very well.
Brew, you're still playing that?
Yeah, yep,
Playing.
You look so pale, my lord. Would you like me to...
Why wouldn't I be? I mean, I have nothing better to do. The thing I have planned is in maybe like 2 hours. And this is actually kind of fun.
Good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are.
I have to admit your words have conviction.
It's locked, all right.
If you want to talk to Dorothy...
We've not been formally...
I am Darius Petrescu.
So Dorothy...
Like myself...
She seems important.
More than you can imagine.
Tell me everything you know.
I do not believe in the afterlife.
Who is she?
She's not from...
You say she has no close family.
Well, there's that.
Are you not what?
She is as brave.
Are you in love?
Don't be stupid.
Tell me
I do not.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about...
You mean occupied Romania?
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
But it's not the country I fought for.
Do you have any...
Who knows?
Don't be embarrassed, sir.
It's quite awkward.
This war...
No. I have...
Goodbye.
Control yourself. Calm. Calm. I need help.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Aspirin and salicin, you say? Why not some warm milk and a kiss on the cheek? Where are the quinine salts?
Tried buying, borrowing, even stealing. There's none to be found, Doctor.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see.
Pull it together, man.
I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor!
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along?
I don't know what I'm doing. Ow, my ears.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Hopefully he was destined to die, because like, if I actually got him killed, that would be very, very sad.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners. I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These...
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go. Yes. All gone.
Oh no. New citizens above. No, I'm not gonna kill anyone.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Yes?
Do you need some help, Mr. Petrescu?
I am very tired.
Okay, I need to find...
Well, if you... Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
suffering. The wet boot.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy.
Do you need assistance?
Please.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
Goodbye, young.
Wet boots will be proud of me.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
To you!
Oh, great. Under ambush.
Burn it, boys!
I hate this pausing. Oh, alright, somehow I went backwards. Well, that happened.
daily routine. Damn.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
You killed him. He trusted you. And you killed him.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan.
We are vampires. We live.
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless.
Anyway, I have
I see.
The case is closed.
So who was it?
My lady. The blackmailer was
Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you, my lady.
If you have an inclination...
I know this is...
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27.
And who bestowed upon...
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
Very well.
A lady has...
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to...
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man.
What do you know?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London Vampire Society.
And no one suspected...
As you well know...
Why did you save me?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to...
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that...
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor...
What type...
Not a true vampire.
A vampire?
Such a crude word.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
So we are...
How?
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things.
Excuse
me? Goodness, no.
How could this...
Only the powerful immortal.
I don't understand.
That is a question only the one who made you can answer.
I'd like... So me being a vampire...
I very much doubt it, Jonathan.
Are there many vampires?
Immortals are of a rare...
Will they all be as affable as you?
I do not see why not.
That sounds like...
Vampire polit...
Do you know it?
You mean your maker?
What do you mean?
Every now and then.
I've been...
Things have got...
What is...
Fear.
The spam...
Yes. But it's not just...
When I awoke...
Though I can't be certain.
You make...
More a society.
Once...
They have seen better.
I bid you farewell. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
It's safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scows. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it. Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
I admit it did occur to me. Blood seems to be the common factor in all of this.
I totally agree. We're in uncharted territory here. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but imagine the possibilities.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
Stupid beast! Die, vermin!
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
What do you want? Somebody help! Who are you? What do you want? Somebody help!
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know.
They've lost their mind.
You seem to know a lot about...
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I am Shaoshun.
Carnage. Is Father Whitaker's disciple among the bodies, I wonder? This man's far too old to be Samuel. No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker. Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail. Shouldn't you go back?
Maybe later. But for now, I...
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father. The soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary? And
can't stick her here in this cold, god-awful place.
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me out.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could...
She was a good person.
You're a good person, Jonathan.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They...
Jonathan, stop.
How can I? I've destroyed my family.
Don't you see?
And so this is...
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan.
You may be...
Of course.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Alright, I'm gonna stop the stream now.